Hey, we finally made it to the final installment of our narrative-centric DM How to Improve videos. I'm Evil Squeegee. Today we're going to talk about how to prepare narrative so that when you are ready to speak, you don't do what I just did and splurn it. Alright? What we're going to be doing today is talking about how to take all the lessons we've already talked about and put it into quick, efficient, and easy preparation that will have you narrating naturally and organically without having to sound like you're reading from a teleprompter when you're done. Alright? Let's get to it. Pick a simple 2 or 3 word phrase that captures the essence of what kind of place you're going for. General overarching sense of location here, not specific details. Let your players imagine all those nitty-gritty tiny little details. For us, our example is going to be a creepy, abandoned tavern. That's all we're writing down. We're not writing down a whole sentence because with the singular phrase written down that we know we're going to use, all we have to do is work that into whatever organic narrative is already emerging from our players' actions at the time. Next step, pick 2 senses. We know we're going to be using sight, so what other 2 senses are we using? Our options are obviously hearing, touch, scent, and taste. I don't know why it took me a while to think about that. Once you've got a good combination of these things, all you're going to do is jot down a quick concept about what those senses are experiencing. Maybe if you chose hearing and feeling like I did, feeling would be an unnatural chill on the air. And hearing would be footsteps in rooms that you know for a fact are empty.
Quick tip, guys, you can swap scent and taste on the air because it's basically the same thing, and nobody will even notice the difference.
Again, we're not writing down whole sentences here. We're only writing down the quick phrases and concepts that we're going to work into our organic narrative at the time. Think of one detail that's important to your scene. So in our creepy abandoned tavern example, what if all of the mirrors in the building are broken? You're going to write that down as a phrase of important detail, but you're going to write down the clause, the phrase. You're not going to write down the whole sentence. Again, as we've been going on, this is because you don't know what your players are going to be doing or how they're going to be discovering this stuff, so you really do want to just give yourself as much flexibility. Phrases, not sentences, all right? In this specific case, you're going to want to tackle active voice, not passive voice. Don't say, all the mirrors in the tavern seem to be broken. What you want to do is you want to say, broken, shattered mirrors hang upon every wall in the tavern. By specifically noting this detail, you are communicating to players, even if only implicitly, that this detail is important. So try and pick something from your location that is derived or important to the encounter in question. Finally, we're going to finish with a quick phrase describing the crisis that the players are about to encounter. For example, in our room, there's going to be a ghost. So we're going to come up with an active voice way to describe the ghost. She hangs upon the air, silently wailing. Boom! There you go. Full-on narrative guide without sounding like you're reading just crappy, shitty block text from some pre-published third-party adventure. The more you practice, the easier this will get until eventually you're able to just do this improv without having to write it down in the first place. I still write it down, even with all of the practice and experience I've got, because I find it easier and it guarantees that I won't be stuttering and stumbling over stuff trying to find those verbs and those nouns and those sentences and those clauses. I hope this helps you guys, alright? I'm Evil Squeegee. Thank you for swinging through on a full 3 video series. Woo! That was a lot of talking about talking. Am I right, guys? I'm Evil Squeegee, and I'll catch you guys later. Adios.
They warned you against the magic of the realms beyond the plains, but you couldn't help it. Such strange worlds with peoples all their own, there was no way to resist their siren call. You ignored those warnings. And you should have not. That was 1,000 years ago, or was it yesterday? Your spell backfired, tilting existence on its head and stretching you through space, time, and dimensions stranger still. From beyond the weave, you gain knowledge of things, of places. Twitter, a kingdom of knowledge, wisdom, and jokes, where any can broadcast their minds into the constant and all-consuming thought stream. Discord, a terrible realm inhabited by strange enthusiasts and gamers seeking revelry in bizarre games of pretend. Twitch, a world where the adventures of the few are cheered on and shot down by the many, where all the world is but a stage. And GameWisp, with treasures beyond your wildest dreams, all for the simple price of a minor pact. You've long ago lost track of what you have yet to experience. You yearn for the realms of your homeland, to like, to subscribe, but just once more. And then you hear it. Another consciousness floating through the multiverse, a voice drifting on the currents of existential resonance and essence you've only just begun to comprehend. What